All those safety features on your riding lawnmower drive you nuts. When it doesn't even have a mowing deck on it anymore, you have to be sitting on the seat, holding the brake, holding the engagement bar, turning the key, crossing your fingers, and then you remember that you forgot something and you got to start all over again. I just want to turn the key, start the tractor so it can warm up while I gather my tools or plants or whatever I need to load into my trailer. But I have to make sure I have every single thing ready before I start the tractor because it won't run if I'm not sitting on it. My 5,000 pound SUV doesn't even make such demands. But if I just clip and splice one wire, I can have total freedom. So I've identified the white wire coming out of the ignition as the wire that is running to all the sensors, and then there's another white wire coming back to the solenoid. So if I take the wire that's just running from the ignition and splice it directly into the solenoid, I can bypass all the sensors. So if I clip this line here that's coming down from the ignition before it goes to the sensors, and then I'll strip the one end. Then unplug the white wire from the solenoid, cut the connector off and strip the wire on that end. And then I'm just going to use one of these inline Wago connectors to splice the two together. It's the easiest thing. These things are awesome. And just plug it back into the solenoid. And we've bypassed all the sensors. Then we can plug the ignition back on, good and tight, grab the key, turn the key, and nothing happens. Not a sound. So this splicing was the right splice. What was wrong was my battery was dead. So I now have a new battery in here. And so with everything on and open, if I turn the key, it starts. Now it's not starting because the seat is up. I gotta work on the seat sensor because that one still seems to be doing something. So I'm going to probably bypass that sensor as well. And as I mentioned before, there's no deck on this thing. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this. But the other reason I'm working on this today still is the gear shift. I've loosened everything up a bit so it's going through the gears okay, but I've got no reverse as far as I know. If I loosen this screw and then loosen this, you can see it's slotted in there. I can make an adjustment so that I get reversed. I think that's all that needs to be done there. I don't need to cut any wires. You can see this plate here, it's got a spring, and as long as it's pressed like that, it's good. So I'm just going to loosen these off, take those springs out, mount this thing flat. 12 millimeter. Not supposed to. Oh, it did come off. Okay. That just needs to be held down like that. I just put this on with a block of wood under it. This is a full-on redneck rig in here. That.
didn't end up making any adjustments to the gear shift to get the reverse back, but after lubing everything up, it seemed to come along on its own. So with all that done, no more sensors, no more having to sit on it to start it, or pushing on the brake, or holding down the engagement bar. Now I can just fire it up, load my stuff onto it, and right off into the sunset. Thanks for watching.